Witchboard review, guys. Get right to it. Action.
What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that kind of Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you so much for making this a part of your day. You know what to do, guys. Like, share, subscribe to us. And let's get right to it. Angela, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about another horror thriller, but we are talking about Witchboard. So a cursed witchboard awakens dark forces, dragging a young couple into a deadly game of possession and deception.
Yeah.
So Ryan, kick us off. I know we didn't know too much about this going into us, but what were your first thoughts coming out of the theater after seeing this remake?
Well, one of the things I do want to say, you mentioned it at the very end, remake. So this is a 1986 cult classic remake. And if you haven't seen it, I know you haven't, because a lot of 80s, 90s films you haven't really seen. But, when it comes to this movie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the cult classic, right? I did. It's right now, it hasn't aged very well. I tried watching it recently, a few clips here and there. It's okay. I mean, it's still a good time. But if you were a new moviegoer and really focused in on the 1986, I don't think it would have sit well with current active moviegoers as a teenagers and up. But this one, I would say, this is a cult classic that turned into a remake in 2025. It's good. It's really good. Now, let me say this though. Let me say this. One of the key things here is that they're gonna say, "Oh, it's not a big budget Hollywood movie." It's not.
No.
There's actually, I think, like six studios that helped market or helped finance this movie. I think it's like 5 or 6. And this movie, I honestly enjoyed the first act of this movie. Then the second act kind of steered away, kind of mellowed down, and then it went back up again. So the ending was really spot on. One of the key things here is the supernatural horror elements here, and which is their witch board. It's a witch. You get a sense of the old what do you call it? It's New Orleans. I love it when everyone films in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Everyone films in Atlanta. Everyone films in Mississippi. Stuff like that. They film movies Massachusetts, New York. Those spots are great for filming. And when you go to New Orleans, you always get a sense to like, is it going to be about the food, the culture? And you get to see that a lot on camera. You got to see that more, a little bit tidbits here and there because they're starting a restaurant. It's a little bit different story here. So they're starting a restaurant, 3 friends. And one of the key things here that I really did enjoy was the fact that they put the current situation that the characters were in and kind of put a modern twist to it than the 1986 cult classic. But anyways, Angela, what did you think of this movie?
You're right. I didn't see the original ones from the 80s, but just judging this by itself, it was not bad. Like I didn't know what to expect. Obviously we're gonna get some supernatural elements because of the name Witchboard, and then you see the actual board and the pendulum, and the pendulum made out of. No one had a problem that it was made out of a finger. But were there certain parts that were a little cheesy? Maybe, but overall it was a well done film. I have to shout out the cast, and especially Jamie Campbell Bower, aka Vecna. I know he's done other stuff too, but he's just amazing. And I really enjoyed his character. I have really enjoyed seeing him again on The Presence. I know he's on TV, but on film. And it just makes me pumped for Stranger Things again. I just love him. But anyways, he was so great. Like, he was such a phenomenal job. I know the main girl, Madison Isman. I know we saw her from Jumanji. She was fantastic, as the main girl who is essentially affected by this possession. But overall, it was a well done film. Where some parts, like you say, it's not as a big budget. Sure, you could tell. But overall, I think the story was pretty interesting. I agree. There was a small moment in the middle where it kind of lulled a little bit. But it did absolutely pick back up. The climax, the big reveal, if you will, was pretty great. Now, was this my favorite supernatural movie? No. But I think moviegoers are going to enjoy this if they want a nice little scare.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off what you said. Just to say it again is that, this movie it's really a scary, good fun. I really did enjoy it. And there's a few gore scenes that are really spot on, really good. I really enjoyed that. So I was like, ooh, yeah. I was like, yeah. And and again, for a small budget, I was very surprised how those gore scenes looked really good. They really spot on. Some of them for the most part, like 85% of them looked really good. Some of them were just like, like there was this one scene where the cat was supposed to attack someone. You could tell it's not a cat. You could tell it's some kind of creature being. And we did have real cats on set though. What did you think of the cat?
I loved the cat. It looked like a Maine
What kind
Coon.
of cat was it?
It looked like a Maine Coon, the main one. It was so pretty and it looked so cute and fluffy. And I know it's, and I small rant. I absolutely hate it in Hollywood how they make cats synonymous with evil things, and I just cannot stand it because that is not how it is. But whatever. It is what it is. I grew up in the 90s watching those films that, like, you know, cats and dogs. Cats were the evil ones and, you know, whatever. But I still loved seeing the cat, and I think it was really cool they used an animal actor for that. I think that's not for all the parts, but it was still cool to see the cast interact with the cat and be part of it. So, and it was a beautiful cat, by the way. Yeah, no, and I would say it's a little bit this. If someone to say to me, "What do you think of this film?" Ryan, real quick, and I said it's messy but nostalgic, and and it really focuses a lot in on that. You lean in on the fun of just seeing the horror elements because it's modern day horror, so it definitely has that tone. Yeah. Definitely has that same tone and everything. Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with you as well. Like the performance that really stood out, like, you know. So I really got to see a little bit more character. I wish I wanted to gotten more on. I mean, we did a little bit, and I enjoyed that more of like behind the scenes of the boy, which I was a fan of. So I was like, I like that story, that old story, that old it does where it ended, right? I mean, it does have like a small little origin into why this board exists. But I you know, it's a very interesting story. I've always been fascinated by that kind of stuff. And, so it was really cool to see. And I just, like I said, I think it's just funny certain parts, like no one was creeped out that it was a finger. It was the well, yeah. So that's the thing that I did want to mention before we go into ratings was the fact that the logic in here didn't make any sense. It's like they didn't know, they didn't remember nothing, they didn't know anything. It was just like they kept leaving the thing like hanging on the like. Why would you just play like that? Just, it has a little compartment. Put it back in the compartment. Yeah, put it back in. Very much like right? That's very much like a naive young person thing. Me. I am. But overall, I think some of the logic, it was like... It's a long run, because this movie's like, what, almost 2 hours? An hour 52. I think it's a little long. In my point of view, runs long, inconsistent CGI, or whatever you want to say. Yeah, CGI. And it really has an uneven kind of narrative, because it kind of... Honestly, I think I would have liked it more if they would have showed the backstory in full. And then like kind of and not snippets. Yeah, snippets. Sure. I think I really would enjoy that, because I was very intrigued. And whoever did the writing and the sets for the the back behind the scenes story, man, they did a good job scouting. They did a good job on the atmosphere and the environment. Interesting. Could have been in Louisiana, I don't know, but it was okay. I think so. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So it was really cool wherever they found that cabin, wherever they found, like, it was a really cool scene that I honestly thought was kind of powerful in a little bit, and it kind of brought balance to the movie whenever it would kind of explain why the witches why she became a witch and why she took her anger on the town and everything. So it's interesting. But overall, well done film. Yeah. What do you give this rating, Angela? I would give it a solid 6, because again, it's not my favorite film of this, especially this year or this genre, but overall it was not bad. I had a pretty solid cast, solid writing. Were there some parts that could have been better? Yeah, sure. Yeah. But overall, I had a good fun time watching it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say the same thing with you. I'm gonna say it again. 6. 6 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. It's not a 5. It's definitely a little bit more. And I was like, I really enjoyed the fighting scenes in here. I really enjoyed the stabbing scenes, if that's kind of weird for me to say. But the stabbing scenes were really good. I just enjoyed it. It's just very like inventive, and it was very the restaurant creative. Scene. Yeah, the restaurant scene. We're not going to spoil it, but the restaurant scene was very creative. Cool. And honestly, like the way it's from the beginning almost feels, and call me crazy, feels like almost like a porno, if you will, a little bit. Kind of like Like, and then when we go to the shots of the apartment, it looks like it's almost like a porno, like almost like Terrifier, like kind of. No, Terrifier was worse. Oh, okay, gotcha. Terrifier. The first one. Sorry, the first one. All right, guys. Well, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and let us know in the comments down below, guys. Questions for you guys. What do y'all think of Witchboard? Let us know in the comments down below. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680. I'm Angela. This is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Go see this movie. Go check out other films that are coming out. Stay tuned. We got more movie reviews. Let's go. Latest.